Hi.
Welcome to Las Vegas.
Vegas, baby.
It's so funny because I don't know if you're going to be seeing there. I see our camera image and it's so dark.
It's so dark.
But we also have the Autumn's phone propped up on an ice bucket.
They say these things are 4K. You can film movies on them. Why wouldn't we film a podcast on them? Hi. Hyrox, baby.
Hyrox.
You did it.
I did. So
As
that's why I'm sugar
Pulls
loading.
out his ice cream. Sorbet.
My reward. Mm-hmm.
I'm having your reward too, and I only did 2 events. I didn't really quite earn the... I know people are going to be like, you don't earn food. It was a joke.
I feel like I earned this. Sorry, people. Whoever says that. It's not earning it, but also you need it more when you do more things.
You need to restore your glycogen. You did a lot of hard things today.
Oh,
So we're in Vegas, Hyrox weekend. This is my second. This is Donald's first. He did a doubles with his boyfriend, Nell.
mm-hmm.
I was in a relay with 3 other girls from Trend, my management company. So I went Friday night. You just finished yours a couple hours ago.
Yeah.
So let's start with you since it was your first one. How do you feel?
I feel so good.
Like so accomplished?
Emotionally. Physically, I told you earlier, I felt a little bit like I was hit by a car. But so Nell and I, after we signed up for Hyrox, decided to move very suddenly.
Yes, I know. We're all aware of his stupid
Like every
choices.
one of my friends in LA were like, what the fuck? Like, what's happening? Where are you going? Are you okay? And I'm like, I don't know, but we're rolling with it. So anyways, and even Nell was like, we shouldn't move before Hyrox. And I was like, we have to. So leading up to this weekend,
My nose is still running.
was feeling a little bit like, I just can't wait for this to be over. Because I didn't feel like I prepared. I didn't feel like I trained. And all this, it's very similar to the filming 80 Day Obsession, the first program that I ever filmed with Beachbody of yours. And where like the whole first phase of 80 Day Obsession, when we said action, I didn't know if a bitch was going to make it to the end of that recording. Like I was like, I'll try, but
there's no promises.
Exactly. And so I was kind of like going into Hyrox with that, but it feels so good to have completed it. And there was a lot of moments during it where I was like, yes, I'm in this and I can do this. So
Yeah.
It felt really good.
You guys did awesome. Like I was so proud watching you. As soon as you got going, I was like, okay, Skierg, they got it. Sled push and pull.
Bitch.
You're telling me.
I said, where's Rudolph? This is why Santa doesn't do his own sled.
No, for real.
It's crazy.
Fuck that sled push. But I was like, if they get past the sled push and pull, or when they get past the sled push and pull, I feel like, okay, they got this. And
yeah,
you guys did. And honestly, like you got through the first 4 stations since there's 8 stations.
Mm-hmm.
And I was like, okay, they're halfway done. And you guys were maintaining your pace. Like,
I think we paced ourselves well, especially considering like I didn't train the way that I will if and when I do it again.
mm-hmm.
But I'm really proud of how I did. So we completed the whole event in an hour and 40 minutes,
Mm-hmm.
which like I would like to really train and cut that significantly.
But that was still 5 minutes faster than you thought you were going to finish. When we were doing the math last night, you were like, I think 1:45.
Right. Because I can hold a pace mostly, which I don't ever run. It was 8 kilometers. So that's like 6 miles. And I don't ever regularly run that far. But usually when I do a run for myself in a workout, I can hold like 10 minute mile very easily. And I can even push up. But I thought, Donald, you haven't been training. You need to pace yourself. So that's a good goal.
Yeah.
And for the most part, we hit it. I did start to cramp up a little bit and Nell did at different times. So, but it was also so sweet because like, I think when you do doubles, you'll get it because especially when you do it with someone that you're close with.
Yeah.
Nell and I are obviously in a relationship. So we had a lot of little moments where it was like, you're doing great. I love you. We'd hold hands or something like that. But even like doing it with a close friend or something, it's just nice to be there and support each other.
Yeah. I think that's what was so cool for you guys, because I've only done relays. I've done relays twice. So it's me and 3 other girls when you relay, but you pick 2 events, like each girl does 2 events. But when you're out on the course not with your team.
Right.
So you get tagged in and you go. So there isn't anybody to talk to, and you're not supposed to wear headphones or anything. That's a real mind fuck for me, because I like music in my ears, especially when something is hard cardiovascularly. I don't want to hear myself breathe heavy. It messes with my head. Or
other people. Like, yeah. Like I just like to get lost in the music.
I just want to get lost. I want the music to move me, but and you can't tag out when something's hard. Like, you just have to finish that event. Like, whereas with doubles, like if you start to get a little tired, your partner could step in and vice versa. But obviously you're doing the whole event.
Right.
So I am excited to try a doubles event and see what it's like. Because now I've done 3 of the 8 events. Like, I've tried 3 of the 8. Yeah. I rode in my first one and I rode in this one. But I did farmer carries in my first one and I did sled push in this one.
Yeah.
So
I don't know if anyone... I think we've talked about what all the events are before, but basically it goes from, you start with,
besides the running, there's 8 events.
Besides the running, there's 8 events.
Skierg. Sled push, sled pull. Then it's
burpee long jump, broad jumps.
Rowing. Farmer carries.
Yep, lunges.
Walking lunges, weighted lunges, and med ball.
Yes. I think so. Yeah. I think we got them all.
Yeah.
So it was good. There were some that was like way more challenging. And so the sled push, the men's, I think, is 335 pounds.
Yeah.
And so I ain't ever moved. And similar to you, because you did the push, that I weigh 150 something.
Yeah.
And so that's like more than double
your body weight.
My weight. And I was like, oh my God. This is it's actually for me, I'm good when I'm in it. You get it across. So the way that this course at least was set up, you do 4 lengths. You go down and back and down and back. And so Nell and I were doing every other was our plan. And when I'm pushing, I'm good. But then when you stand up out of it, it's like this rush of, oh my God.
No, it's like, now I can't breathe.
Yeah, like, whew. And so I felt that. Like after the first one and then the skier, I was good. And then I think Nell started the sled push. I wanted to start everything, but I was feeling tired, and Nell's been running more than I did. And Nell has really muscular legs. And so he was like, while we were running, he was like, I can start the next event. Well, I didn't think, oh, bitch, that means I'm going to finish it. And I didn't want it to finish because I wanted to have like a little, in any of the events, I wanted to have a little recovery time before I had to run again. But we got it done.
You got it done.
We just had to walk a little.
So be it. What was your favorite event?
I think my favorite might have been the rows, because a couple reasons. It is a little bit like you're off your feet, even though you're using your legs.
Yeah, you're not like pounding on your feet.
Exactly. And it's also the 5th, I think.
Yeah.
And so you're past halfway.
Right.
You already did that run. You're completing the 5th event. And so you're like, okay, after
burpee,
this.
long jump, broad jumps are over with.
Right.
So you're like.
Which my man came through, you guys.
He did.
Oh my God. I was like, I can go when you need me to. I can go when you need me to. But he probably did like 2/3 of the burpees.
He was crazy. Like, he went all the way down on the first ones, basically. Like the whole first length. He did almost all of it. I was like, okay.
Yeah, I that's exactly what happened. I finished like maybe 3 burpees to get to the end of that first one. And then I started the next one.
Yeah.
But I started slowing down, and he was like, okay, tap me in,
put me in, coach. He did great. What was your, oh, go ahead.
Of the events you've done, what is your favorite?
Probably overall rowing, even though it takes a little bit longer.
Mm-hmm.
I like that, it's sitting. I could focus a little bit more on my form pull. Like, But I do like the farmer carries just for the fact that like they only take me about 3 minutes, maybe a little less to actually do that event. So when I have that event, it's like, well, I'm not out there as long because the rowing takes me just under 6 minutes. And the sled push, it felt like it took me my whole life and almost took my life, but it took me 4 minutes, which was definitely a minute longer at least than I wanted it to. So fun fact, just so our listeners and viewers know this. So women's relays, they like to they put us last. They must know that women are strong because they sure don't make these men go at night. We didn't start until 9:40 at night. Like 9:40 p.m. is when our women's relay started.
It's torture.
And I had 2 girls on my team from the East Coast. So that's 1 o'clock in the morning.
Exactly.
Their time. My eating that day was a little messed up. Like we had a late lunch. We didn't have a breakfast because it was sort of a brunch that turned into a late lunch. So we didn't end up eating dinner beforehand. Totally not fueled, which is just piss poor planning on my part.
Yeah, you got to be fueled.
But then the convention center was literally like 45 degrees. I'm not exaggerating. It was freaking freezing in there.
Mm-hmm.
That's like, when you're out in the cold, like if you were to go run outside in the winter and it's hard to breathe, that was the convention center. I'm like, can we just like a notch? Can we just turn it up a little bit? Like it's friggin' freezing. And so your body can't get warm. So yes, it was late. I was underfueled. I was freezing, but my first run went pretty good. Like I felt like I maintained a good pace. I actually probably took off a little too fast in my first run. Came up on the sled push, felt very confident going into it, but it's 225 pounds. I'm 109, 110, so it is more than double my body weight. And like as I was going, the turf was bubbling just a little bit, so it kept catching the front of the sled. Bitch. I kind of went all the way down the first lap. I just pushed all the way through. I stood up like you said, and I was like, I was like, oh no.
Yeah.
Then I went back down. Like I needed to pause halfway when I got back down. So essentially completing the second halfway done, I was like, oh, I'm in trouble a little bit here. Like, so I paused for a second. It felt like I paused for like 5 minutes, but it must have only been like 20 or 30 seconds. Not even. Made it back down. Point is, I made it back down and back. It took me 4 minutes, and it actually said I was in the 92 percentile for finishing it. So I was like, okay, well,
that's great.
I couldn't have been going that slow.
Yeah. I didn't think you were going slow. I could tell though
that I thought I was going to die.
That you were using every bit of energy that you had.
Yeah, which wasn't much because I had a salad with a chicken strip on it.
Guys, it was so funny. Autumn was like, oh, because you got here Thursday.
Yeah.
And Nell and I got in Friday. And when we met up with you, basically at Hyrox before you were like, these people don't eat.
I was like, I don't know what's happening.
What is going on here? I was like, yeah, you got to fuel.
Yeah. So I finished it and I had to finish my run. I paced myself on that to finish the run. And then I had 3 events before my next one, which was rowing. So I did get a chance to like let my heart rate come back down, but I just felt very shaky, which was, again, it was just underfueled and I was cold. So unfortunately my body did cool down again. But then I paced myself. Like I started my Apple Watch on the second run and I was like, okay, I need to complete the first lap in 3 minutes. Then I'm running a 10-minute mile. And I did. And then I went in, my rows, I felt super solid in.
Yeah.
I think I was a little faster than last time in New York. It felt great, but honestly, I'm kind of annoyed that I only did 2. Like, I mean, I'm in a relay, so that's all you could do is 2.
Yeah.
But the fact that you stepped in on your first one, you're like, I did doubles and I did the whole thing. I'm like, well, fuck you. So now I have to do a whole one.
I'm glad that we did it. I'm excited to hear how you feel about like having the little recovery moments in the events, but running breaks. The whole thing, like what you think the difference is.
Because I'm eating my ice cream.
Different challenges. Eat it, girl. We didn't get it to just look at it. But it was really good. Before the next one, I definitely will focus on running more. What?
Before the next one, we're going to train with the champ.
Oh, that's right. We met like I think Hunter is
Does he hold the?
He at least did or has in some division. The world champion.
Yes.
So this guy, y'all. So Nell wanted to. He bought shoes at Hyrox when we were there at the event. Some Puma shoes because they they partner with Hyrox, and so
it's your phone. I was trying to unlock.
He got to. Do you want to look at it?
Yeah, I do. Unlock it for a second. I want to see if I can look up.
He got.
Nell got shoes.
Yeah, thanks.
Yeah.
He got shoes at the Hyrox event, and then he wanted to go to Puma to see if he could exchange for a smaller size. Anyways, so I walk up and I'm like, Autumn, the top champion guy is here. And I wouldn't have known that, but Nell pointed him out. And she was like, oh, yeah, he is. And all of a sudden, he looks over and goes, Autumn, is that you? Uh-huh. And I was like, oh, you've been spotted, girl.
I was like, and I looked up and I said, why do you know my name? I didn't mean it meanly, but I was like,
this is so strange.
It was so strange.
Did I crush my sled pushes that much? No, like
seriously. He's the 3-time Hyrox world champion and record holder with the fastest men's pro division time, 53 minutes and 22 seconds. And I actually think he set a new world record the other day. Well, it was doubles that he did. So this is his pro division, 53 minutes, 22 seconds. That's crazy. Mm-hmm. But yeah, he called out my name and I said, why do you know my name? And he said, oh, I worked with Beachbody. And then I put 2 and 2 together. So Beachbody for a couple years had another platform called OpenFit. And they had somebody do a training program for Tough Mudders. It was Hunter who did the training program. So like I never met him because like it's not like we're all at offices or anything like that. But he was like, yeah, obviously, like I know who you are. And I was like, oh my God, but he was the nicest, like so nice. We talked. He lives in Malibu. And he was like, come train at my ranch. So I'm going to go train with him this Friday.
He was so nice. I actually said to him, I was like, it's nice because just in a 5 to 10 minute conversation interaction, I felt inspired talking to him. And It was like, that's how you want to feel when you meet people and get to know people.
So nice, so down to earth, so like just wanting to give advice and stuff like that. Like, come train. Like,
yeah. We're going to go train at the ranch. And I just want to give him a shout out because it was very generous. Nell and I had picked up some things because we came, the only thing matching we brought were some rainbow flag bandanas. We were like, we're just going to gay it up. Look for the bandana. And
those bandanas saved me finding you guys tonight.
And so we were like, okay, let's get like a matching outfit. So we picked up some things and Hunter had like a deal. And so he comped it all for us and it was really nice. We got our outfits and it reminded me of a couple things. I don't want to go off on this tangent too much, but I just feel like such a lucky person because in so many ways the universe has just always looked out for me and provided. And I remember my first ballroom dance competition when I just started to learn to teach, and I actually didn't have any students dancing in it, but one of the teachers had so many, they needed me to fill in for some heats, and I didn't have any ballroom dance clothes, and I didn't know what I was going to wear for the rhythm division, and some other teacher saw me like looking at the thing, and the cheapest ballroom shirt I could find was like $600. And at that time it might as well have been $6 million.
Yeah.
Even now today I'm like, a $600 shirt
is
you
still...
can eat my ass.
Inside joke. Dylan. I'm sending you.
Yes. So
oh God.
Some guy saw that and he like had an extra one and brought it over for me to wear it.
So it's so nice.
Yes, I'm just saying it's just so cool.
And we were actually saying like how the universe is just like, when you're in the flow, because Nell bought the shoes at the convention center. Mm-hmm. He could have very easily returned or exchanged them at the convention center, but I was like, no, let's go over to the flagship. He had already done everything he needed to. We were actually about to walk out the door. And I was like, you guys need matching outfits. And you're like, are you sure? And I'm like, yes, you need matching outfits. And so when you went back in to look for him, that's when Nell was like, oh, Autumn, the champion's upstairs. I was like, well, let's go say hi or whatever. Like if he's taking photos.
Didn't know there was going to be that connection.
Didn't put 2 and 2 together, nor would I have expected him to know who I was because we never met. at the office or anything like that. So it was just cool.
Yeah.
Cool
and
experience.
Who would think that this, you know, like I do question his judgment. Tough Mudder, now Hyrox. What's next? What are you trying to do here?
What are you trying to prove? Mission accomplished.
You got it. A round of applause.
You know, have you seen the Kevin Hart skit when he like talks about guys at the gym that just walk in and they're like so buff and he's like, you won the gym, you won the weights, go home.
What do you need?
Like, what else are you trying to do here?
Oh my God. Towards the end of our race, because like every 10 minutes or so, like I guess they'll have waves of new people enter the race at Hyrox. Well, towards the end, they had like the Greek god division and all these men were just running by us, and like I was like, I don't know if I'm inspired or humiliated because these bodies. No, I'm just saying it wasn't bad to look at.
No.
So there's that.
But actually what I do love about Hyrox, one of the things I think is so amazing is that you literally see every age and every body type. And I don't know if you heard this over the loudspeaker because you guys were in the middle of your competition, but there was a bunch of different divisions going on. They were like, and then you hear the guy yelling down and he's counting down and he's like, 4 more wall balls until a new world record is set. And so you're like listening, like, what is this? New world record in the 70 to 74-year-old men's doubles division. I think they finished, it was just over an hour.
Oh my God.
70 to 74 doubles, they set a new world record. And you're there, you're like, holy shit. Like, so it's like literally like there's people that are 70 and 80 years old competing in it. There's people of every size, every shape, every fitness level, because so many people are just showing up for like the vibes and the fun and the like, we don't care how long it takes us. We just want to do it.
Yeah.
And it just goes to show like you can do hard things. It might take you longer. You might walk sometimes. Whatever. Like push yourself, challenge yourself. Like that was part of the reason I chose sled push this time, because I could have very easily been like, hey, I know farmer carries and rows. Like, give me farmer carries and rows. Yeah. But I was like, well, let me try sled push. And it was really intimidating because it is double my body weight. And it's not like that's a way I've been training recently. Like I used to lift really, really heavy when I was a fitness competitor. But the last 2 years, I've been working on balancing hormones. I've cut back on my cardio a little bit. I've gone a little bit, not a lot lighter, but I've just in general, like joints and things like that, like dialed up the Pilates. So yeah, taking on this like sled push, and that's not one you can easily train at home. If you don't have a sled to push.
Yeah, there's a few, I feel like the sled push and pull, because it's just different.
There's no exercise that it will immediately at home mimic
it unless you get a sled and put a bunch of plates on it.
Which I'm about to.
Yeah.
Make no mistake.
Get it, girl.
Because I'm not going to die like that again.
But I agree. And I think like there's so many things. First of all, goals are so important, because if you're working towards something, you're not going to slow down the same as if you just like stop. And so thinking about a 70-something-year-old person preparing for that, what their life might look like compared to what maybe the average 70-year-old person.
Don't shame my ice cream and coffee at 11 o'clock at night.
Well, they might do that, but they probably still got up and trained in the morning.
I will too.
No, I know. Yeah. You're gonna be one of those 70-year-olds, I'm sure.
Absolutely.
But most people just like retire and all of a sudden stop. And it's so true that like a body in motion stays in motion. And like I have a new goal now. My first goal was to get through this.
Yeah, finish it.
And my next goal is to beat my time, and I have like a number that I'd like to beat, but also as I train, that could evolve and change.
Yeah.
But working towards something is so important. And I think that things like Hyrox are such great things to work towards. And in the beginning, because since you've only done relays, you haven't experienced this, but when you all start in the main starting point, so I think in a relay, the first person who starts would have started there.
Yeah, so Lauren.
Yeah. They had like a whole little circle up moment. And this girl, she did say a couple of things to know about the track and how many times you'll pass the entrance into the events and stuff. And she was talking about, she had us all take deep breaths and close our eyes and feel our bodies grounded into the floor and remember why we're there. It was like this whole moment.
Yeah,
and
that's
I was
amazing.
like, bitch, yes. And at the end we put our hands in and everyone was just fired up. And it was cool too, because she said, how many people is this your first time? And sometimes when it's your first time doing something, you feel like you're the only one.
Yeah.
Or you're going to look stupid, or you're not going to fit in, and everyone else is more experienced. And I would say more than half the people in that tent raised their hand. I was
that.
like, this is so awesome. This is something like people are trying something new and seeing what they can get from it.
Yeah. Well, even today, right? Like, because I was like, okay, I did the event on Friday. It was late at night. Like I said, it was probably like 10:30-ish by the time I was out there doing my piece of it. So I was, again, cold, tired, underfueled. So today we went to the gym here at Fontainebleau, and they have a sled. So I was like, okay, I want to redo that event for myself because it was the first one I did. So I'm coming off a cold stop. So I was like, okay, boys, I'm jumping on this treadmill. I'm going to set the pace. I'm going to run it. I'm going to jump off. I'm going to do the sled push. Like we measured it, everything, the weight. And I did the event like a minute faster, which that's fast. Like to cut a minute off your time is fast. But I did it a minute faster. I think it was a minute faster. It might have been it might have been 2 minutes faster because I don't know exactly what my
time was.
But it was definitely at least a minute faster. Just because I wanted to see. It was like just like, again, like you're talking about with like goals. It was like, let me just see.
Yeah.
Difference between having eaten, being awake.
Yeah.
and
resting.
Resting. And like, all it did was excite me that much more to be like, oh yeah, I got this.
Yeah. I feel that too. Like I'm thinking about how I know how I feel now in doubles at Hyrox, like now, today. Mm-hmm. And I'm thinking about how I want to feel next time.
Yeah.
And what I need to do to get there.
Yeah.
And it's cool too, because it's one of those things like, I don't say the word I'm about to with any negative, but there's a lot of avenues that some people might call shortcuts to weight loss. Mm-hmm. Or there's a lot, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But there's no shortcuts to training for something like this.
There's no shortcut when it comes to fitness.
Yeah. And it's like, okay, when you're actually working towards something, you just got to put the work in. But when you have when you can embody what you want to feel because you have taken the first step of experience it and then grow on it, it gets exciting.
Yeah.
I'm sure fitness competitions were like that for you. Oh
yeah. I stepped off after my first competition. I stepped off the stage. I looked at my coach and I said, I want to go again. And he was like, okay.
Calm down.
Well, no, he goes, okay, the next one's in 6 weeks. You're taking a week off of training. And I was like, we can't take a week off. And he's like, your body needs a week off. If you want me to keep coaching you, you're taking the week off. We've got 5 more weeks. And we did. And I went from I think I went from 6th to 3rd.
Yeah.
Just in 5 more weeks of training.
Mm-hmm.
And then I think I did 2 more after that. And I ended up winning my division and open and
yeah.
But I loved, yes, the competition day is fun, but that's different because you're standing on stage and you're posing. But I loved the training leading up to it. I loved seeing myself getting stronger. And don't get me wrong. I've talked about it many times. There was plenty of times where I would be crying during a training session. I would be tired. My body would be tired. My coach was pushing me, making me lift heavier when I didn't want to, felt like I couldn't. And he would just stand there. And that's what I love about that particular coach that I trained with first, Leo. Leo was, he wasn't mean. He would just stand there, arms crossed. He wouldn't say a word, which he knew me well enough to know. Don't talk to me if I'm crying.
Yeah.
Don't fucking hug me. Just let me fucking do these reps.
Yeah.
And he would just stand there, arms crossed. 6 more. 3 more. Good job. You good? Let's move on. That's how, and I would get through it, but it would be so therapeutic at the same time to have that. And then whatever, because sometimes when your body holds emotion, people don't realize this. In your tissue, your body will hold emotion, whether you realize it or not. And when you push in fitness to the point where your muscles can't hold that emotion, it has to come out. So it's actually very therapeutic.
Totally.
To let that release happen. Like, I wouldn't be crying for any particular reason. It would just be my body had all this stored emotion, lots of trauma throughout my life, and my body would just let it go. But it felt so good, and I just loved it. Like, I loved the challenge, and I loved the days where I walked in there and I felt so badass and strong.
I feel like for anyone who ever did your program 9-week Control Freak got to see a little moment of that for you.
When I laid on the floor and cried at the end of the workout.
Sometimes after a workout, you just gotta lay down and cry.
I really did. And everybody was like, is she okay? I put the towel over my face. Because
like,
everybody's like, is she okay?
Should we call someone?
And I was like this.
I know. Like, you want to say I'm fine, but it's too like, I'm fine. I was, okay, but, well, two things when I felt like that. When I lived in Nashville, I realized I'd gotten out of shape and I just wanted to get in shape. And to say get out of shape, it's like just from naturally how I was in my 20s. And I would always work out kinda and go through phases like that. But so I started doing Barry's boot camps. And I remember I pushed myself so hard when I first started. And I'm also an all or nothing person, sometimes to a fault.
Yeah.
So I went like every day for a week. But I remember after one class, I was stretching in the cool down and this emotion just like came totally over me. And I felt like I was going to cry and like was probably good. Like if I would have spoken a word, I would have started crying. And I felt that today too. And I pushed myself today, you guys, and I'm proud of it. I don't have a single speck of shame about how I did today because I'm really...
If you did, I would hit you with this microphone.
Okay.
I would be like, bitch, I don't know what you're talking about, but...
I'm just really proud because I did it. But I was running and I was thinking about how you were there. Okay.
Sorry, he's about to have a moment.
I was running and I was like, okay, Autumn is here supporting us. The first time I even learned what Hyrox did is because you were preparing for your first one. And I just had this moment where I was thinking about my life choices as I'm running on concrete floor in a freezing cold room. But I was like, and that you were there supporting me. And I just thought, I don't know if I would be here if it wasn't. And so while I was running, I started feeling emotion.
And be here meaning at the Hyrox competition.
At the Hyrox competition. And but also a lot of areas in life. But specifically in that moment, I was like, I don't know if I'd be at this Hyrox competition or the kind of person who would do things like Hyrox competitions if I hadn't met you. And it was just a really special moment of gratitude for you and your friendship and like all of the ways that it's grown over the years. Because in my mind now, I think that we've always been friends the way we are.
Yeah.
But it really was sort of like a, like a pool that it gets deeper as you gradually go. And that's sort of how our friendship has gone. And it's just neat to think about the ripple effect of people and opportunities and things that come into your life. And it meant so much to me that I was there pushing myself that way with you, cheering us on.
I loved it. I loved it so much. And I loved getting to be there doing that with you and for you guys, especially because my first Hyrox was in New York. And even though the trend team was going to be there, like, okay, yes, I was there with Emily and Heather, but they're competing. Like, I wasn't going to have anybody there. And I was like, D, you want to come to New York with me? And you didn't hesitate. You're like, I'm there. And you ran around with the bags and the bobblehead on a stick. And every time I looked up, you were right there cheering me on. And even this time, same thing, Friday night, you and Nell were right there. Like, your guys' were the voices I was hearing, even though there was other friends of ours there too.
Yeah.
And so like to get to turn around and do that for you guys and be there on the other side of it and feel that excitement that because you do feel it. And then it's like, you want to go do it.
Yeah.
You're like, yeah, I want to go do that. That looked like,
yeah, it
was so awesome. It was just so fun to be watching you guys and tracking you. And okay, like, so they're exiting now. 6 minutes. They should be getting, okay.
Mm-hmm.
Like,
and a lot of people don't as adults, when you're a kid, your parents come to your volleyball games or whatever. Like your recitals.
Except mine never came and watched me dance.
I was going to make a joke about
Not ever.
that. You and that poor monkey punch.
I really did.
Sorry.
all my trauma explained
Yeah.
by a baby monkey and a stuffed animal.
I know what I'm getting you for your birthday.
Monkey.
Yes. Oh shit. But
we're gonna have to at least tell people what we're talking about.
Oh yeah. In case you're not on social media, but if you are, you probably have seen, because it's everywhere. There's this monkey at a zoo, I think in Japan.
Yeah.
That was abandoned by its
mom at birth. Like this baby monkey is adorable.
And it's really important for monkeys to have like physical interaction and closeness. So the zookeepers saw that he was abandoned and got him a stuffed animal to sort of bond with.
No, the zookeeper started taking care of him. They tried to put him out there. None of the other monkeys wanted him. They were like bullying him. So they gave him a stuffed animal, which still is a little odd to me. But
the way this thing pulled around his stuffed animal and
like it was his mom, and he cuddled it.
These other monkeys would beat the fuck out of Punch.
Fuck those monkeys.
and he would just run away
with
scared
and
to his
grab
stuffed
his
animal.
monkey and hide behind it. It's heartbreaking.
Yeah.
The little monkey's name is Punch, and then eventually one of the mom monkeys like adopted him.
Yeah.
But you're watching the video, and this baby monkey would run from these bully monkeys, and he would grab his stuffed monkey mom, and he would just be hiding behind. Okay, anyways.
If you guys haven't seen it, you need to get on like Instagram or something and just type in the search like the monkey Punch. I hope it brings this up and not just sick ass videos of monkeys getting punched. I haven't searched it, so don't blame me.
What were we talking about?
We were talking about how and
I was abandoned by my parents.
No.
They never came to dance
when you're
recitals.
kids, so many people come and support you on, but so many adults don't push themselves physically in a way that's literally hard. Like it's mentally, physically, emotionally challenging. And it's so special to have friendships and bonds that show up for you in those times and really cheer you on and really see you like put your all in.
Yes.
And that's where I was going.
It's my fault. I interrupted it. But
all of that. But so I got to say, if you don't have a crew like that,
come to Hyrox and get you one.
Exactly.
And also, I'm going to have a way that they'll have a crew to do it.
Yeah, that's right.
Stay tuned. It will be announced sooner than later.
But I think it's, and if I was never invited to go support Autumn at the first one, I would have never got that desire to do it myself. So take the leap and invite your friends. You might think, oh, my friends are my drinking buddies, but there's so much more, so many other ways to bond on a deeper level, if you ask me. And so sign up for something and invite them to come support you.
Be a hybrid athlete.
Yeah.
You drink on Thursday and you run Hyrox Friday night.
That's right. Well, that's not what also.
You didn't drink the whole time leading up to it, I know.
Well, for a week.
Nell
didn't drink for like 6 weeks or something like that. And I drank only like on special occasions.
I'm not a big drinker, but I did have a cocktail and stay up with the girls super late. That was the other thing. See, this is the downside. I haven't seen my girlfriends, some of these girlfriends in like months. And so they were like, oh, Thursday night, girl talk. We weren't doing anything. We weren't out partying. Yeah. We were sitting in one of the rooms, but I went to bed at like 3:30 in the morning thinking like, no big deal. The race is until 9:40 at night. But we had a brunch in the morning. Then it was like lunch. Then we were like, oh, let's go to the Puma store. We kept thinking we were going to have downtime to take a nap or something. And then all of a sudden it was like, we got to head over there because we got to go cheer on the guys' teams first, the guys' relays. And then I was like, well, shit.
This wasn't thought out well.
Do as I say, not as I do.
Honestly, that's how it is living with Nell. Because his food time stresses me out. I'm like, we need to plan this because we need to be properly nourished to stay alive. And he will just randomly eat, or we'll have dinner plans at 7 and he eats for the first time at like 4:45. And I'm like, you do realize.
That's crazy though, because he also was like, I need to go 6 hours without eating before I compete. And I was like, well, I'm not going 6 hours again without eating because I barely ate in 2 days. I'm eating food.
That's literally my like word for word what I say to him all the time. I'm like, all right, you do you. I guess we're just eating on our own schedule these days. Fine. Whatever we need. But anyways, I digress. It is so like you want to. I get it. You want to have a drink with your friends you haven't seen in a while, or not be the one to not, even if you're not a big drinker.
It wasn't even the drink. I had one drink at the welcome party, but it was more just I wanted to stay up and talk with them because I hadn't seen them in so long.
Girl, if I go to bed at 3:30, when I wake up in the morning and sit up, my face is still on the pillow.
You're telling me.
Especially in this, and I got to get used to the dry climate.
I need to get home to my humidifier.
Every time I wake up in the morning, I'm like, I spritzed.
I'm like, in the middle of the night, I'm like chugging water. I'm like, oh my God, how do people live like this?
I know, it's a miracle I haven't had a bloody nose. Could you imagine Hyrox?
Oh my God,
just blood. Anyways.
Oh, terrible. But in general, Vegas has been amazing.
It's been awesome.
We have so not had the Vegas experience, and I've loved every second of it.
Yes, same.
Favorite hotel, Fontainebleau. We're at it. It
is so nice. I'm so glad that Nell and I chose to stay here.
Yeah.
And this is the first time I have been to Vegas and not had any alcohol or like party.
You haven't had any alcohol here the whole time?
Not a drop.
No, because you didn't have any tonight either.
Right.
Well, good for you.
Yeah, I mean,
you dropped a gummy.
It's probably the first and last. A gummy. I said, you better put them things in a Pez dispenser.
I love it. He's like, I'm so clean. I'm so pure. I haven't had a drop of alcohol. Popping weed gummies like they're going out of style. I'm
stating random facts. The first time I've ever been to Vegas and not had any alcohol. It's also the first time I've been to Vegas and gotten this high. But I wouldn't change it.
Rocks.
Exactly.
Like you said.
I was like, just trying to stay on brand.
Gotta do what you gotta do. But we had good food when we ate, when we were allowed to eat.
Best chicken tenders in the country.
Oh my God, you guys, wait a minute. We have to talk about the best chicken tenders ever. They're right here at the Fontainebleau in the sports bar.
Yeah.
Get you some chicken tenders on top of the kale and Brussels sprout salad. Side of French fries. You're welcome. That's all I'm going to say.
Yeah, they're so good.
They are literally
the best. With honey mustard, it's good honey mustard.
Good honey mustard. And a Diet Coke. I sure did.
Yeah.
I probably have not had soda in years. I did have a Diet Coke with those chicken tenders.
Sometimes you just need that, like.
People are going to be like, she didn't eat. She didn't train properly. She had Diet Coke. Listen.
Let me ask them, does it affect their digestion? Does it affect how they sleep at night? If it does, that's their problem, honey. If you want a Diet Coke, you can have a Diet Coke.
For the record, I don't drink soda. I really don't. Like
I
might have a soda once a year, and I probably went 10 years without having any soda at all. But chicken tendies are the bomb at Fontainebleau.
They're the bomb.
They're the bomb.
The food here is great.
The food's great.
Yeah.
There's no smoking inside the hotel, but they allow it in the casino. We had a great time.
Yeah.
I got to drive. Oh, wait a minute. Speaking of drive, I drove in, I'm driving home. They drove in too. But what's up, LA? It decided to be torrential downpour.
Yeah.
The entire drive, except for when it decided to snow. Yep. Sure did snow all of a sudden. I'm like, what are we doing?
Was there a lot of traffic on because people don't know how to drive in slow in this part.
It took 6.5 hours. It should have taken 4 hours and 15 minutes. With my lead foot, it should have taken 4.
Yeah, that's rough. That's real bad.
And I didn't tell you this story. I told Heather and Dylan.
What?
Remember when we drove here 6 weeks ago? And like halfway, we were like, okay, rest stop. And their line was like a mile long to go to the bathroom, but I like waited in it. Okay. So I'm driving here. And Waze takes me off the freeway because the freeway is just like dead stop. I am in the backwoods. I'm like driving through neighborhoods. I don't know. I'm like, I couldn't tell you where I am. Like I'm in the sticks. And it's sheets of rain. And I have to pee so
that's real bad. When it's raining profusely and you have to pee, it's like constant running water. Yeah. Just making you feel like you have to piss.
I'm nowhere near a rest stop. I'm driving past people's homes. Okay? Sometimes you gotta do what you gotta do.
What you gotta do?
I had to take my empty coffee cup in my car and pee in it.
Well, how'd that go?
I did good. I didn't pee on my seat.
So did you pull over?
Of course. I didn't do it while I was driving.
Did you go in the back seat or do it in the front seat?
I did it in the front seat because I didn't want to get out of the car. It was torrential downpour. That was tricky maneuvering around the steering wheel. And I was like, I hope no other cars drive by. But then I looked around and I was like, I mean, I'm basically where I could be murdered right now. So I don't think anybody's driving by. The doors were locked.
And now you have, if someone tries to murder you, you can just throw your piss on them from your coffee cup to divert them.
As soon as I was done peeing in that cup, I did have like little like wipey things in my car. So fine, that was taken care of. No, I dumped that pee out the window.
Yeah, of course.
Now everybody, but we have funny stories that you love to tell the stories about how I always have to pee.
Yeah, and love to pee in places you're not supposed to.
I don't love to pee in places, but the last place I'm going to pee is in my pants. So...
Oh, I wish I could say the same. I'm pissing in my pants all day, every day. Welcome to 40.
So I didn't have a choice. It was that coffee cup or on the side of the road getting soaking wet.
I did that one time driving before I moved, but driving,
not the same. You have a hose that you can point.
It's not the same. But it was really hard for me to like do it, and also it was one of those like glass. I think it was like a Frappuccino bottle or something, which you think Diet Cokes are bad. Pretty sure I had like 97 grams of sugar. And
it's like coffee flavored.
I was like, okay, I'll pee in this. Well, the bitch filled up. And I was like, I wasn't prepared to have to stop the stream in my car.
You better practice your Kegels.
I did. I managed and made the whole, but I was like, and I was stressed because I'm a rule follower. And you're not supposed to pee in bottles in your car.
Says who?
I'm sure there's a law. Yeah, I'm like, I don't know.
I don't think there's a law. There might be etiquette. But...
I definitely looked around. I was like, I better not be close to a school zone because
then that's a problem.
Like, yeah, the wrong person sees me and all of a sudden I'm a registered sex offender for the rest of my life.
Like I just had to pee.
Yeah, but no, I feel it. You got to go. You got to go.
It was bad. Like. I was nowhere near anything.
Just make sure you have an empty cup on your way tomorrow because it's probably going to happen again.
You think I don't already plan that?
Good.
Tissue, cups, ready.
Ready to go. Literally.
I'm going to need to start putting kids like, how they have like little kid potties?
Yeah.
Training potties?
You have one in both your cars.
I actually think when I was younger, my mom had one of those in the backseat of her car with like a little trash bag attached to it because my mom always had to go to the bathroom, like everywhere, always. And it was a minivan, so she could just sit on it and then.
Yeah, we never had one. I don't know. I've just always been very blessed, I guess.
I don't think most people put porta potty or training potties in their car.
I've never, as your only time might be when you climbed that mountain. I've never had to shit outside. Not in the toilet. Yeah,
that was traumatic. But I sure did have to shit outside in the woods. That's what you do.
I saw someone say
with a horse next to me.
Oh,
and other people.
I need privacy. I don't care.
No. This was like, first of all, there was people everywhere. And it was like, okay, who has to go to the bathroom? I think I have to go to the bathroom. We're living
haven't gone in 6 days, so I should at least try.
Literally. And then it was like, okay, we're walking and it's just like line, and it's not like big, like there's trees, but it's not like heavily treated. So it's like, okay, well, you go right here. I'm going to take 5 steps. So there's just enough space, but you don't want to go too far because like there are people everywhere. Like you don't want to it's night. Like,
yeah.
And then it's cold. You got to drop your trowel, squat. And then after you wipe, you have to put your toilet paper in a plastic baggie.
Oh God.
And then go find a trash can.
I was on a houseboat one time and they were like, you can't flush. You have to like wipe if you go number 2, you could flush.
But where would it go?
But you couldn't put toilet paper in the toilet. And just that, because it was like this walk of shame. We had to go from one end of the houseboat to the other with our Kroger bag full of our shitty toilet paper.
Well,
I was
that was us climbing Pico.
Call me impacted because I'm not doing that.
Well, let me tell you what, 3 days on a mountain, you were impacted. I got off that mountain. We all thought we were going to die. When I tell you my intestines did things, I was in bed. First of all, we all had some Dominican death flu when we came back. Fever was like 103. But it might have just been from the fact that I had toxins built up in me. I was like, when I tell you I was laying in bed, obviously at my house in Florida by myself, screaming in pain. I would wake up in the middle of the night and I would just be like, ah! Like, no, it was, it was excruciating pain.
Oh.
Because we didn't have we barely had water, vegetables, nothing. My body was like, I don't know what you think you're doing.
I went to a summer camp one time when I was like,
I don't know how this Hyrox conversation turned into. What are your worst shitting stories?
Well, I went to a summer camp one time and it was for 5 days and I didn't shit once. Not that time.
You didn't shit for 5 days?
5 days.
That's insane.
I'm telling you, I don't know if there's dangerous. A phobia about shitting outside of your house, but I had that most of my life.
I think there is.
I think I had it, but I was homeschooled, so I was afraid of doing most things outside of my house.
Kent's older son is like that, and Dom was like that for a long time too. They also both need to be naked when they shit.
I was like that for a long time too.
Why are boys like that? Why do you have to be naked?
It's just so much more comfortable.
What is uncomfortable about having your clothes on? What are you wearing? Are you in bondage?
No, well,
you take your pants down.
Yeah, but they're around your ankles.
How long
do you have to get up and run?
With your shitty ass,
you never know.
Your dick and balls out.
Well,
pull
you
your
don't
pants
want to
fall. Pull your pants up.
But
you take your shirt off too?
I don't now. Now I don't do any of that. But when I was a kid, I sure did. And my grandpa was like, "What the hell's wrong?" Because my grandpa was in the he was in the Air Force. He's like, "What the hell's wrong with you? If you were in the Air Force, because all the toilets are just lined up, everyone would beat the shit out of you because you take all your clothes off to shit." And
you're like, "Well, Grandpa, I'm not in the Air Force, and I'm 5."
I was like, "I'm flat-footed, so I can't even be drafted." That's what I used to say when I was a kid. I literally thought about that running Hyrox. I was like, didn't think about using my flat feet for an excuse here. Just run. I heard, and then we can change the conversation and close this
Wrap this up.
But I heard a girl shit herself at Hyrox. I saw this on Instagram. She shit herself running the race, went to the first aid kit, area to clean it up, and then finished her race.
To clean it up?
That's what I'm saying.
First of all, there's bathrooms. You mean at this one in Vegas?
No.
Oh.
It was someone, but because when you start looking into Hyrox, you'll start seeing a lot of Hyrox posts and things on social. It was a post. I'm like, why would you post that?
Also.
She's like, this is right before I shit my pants.
No, if I shit my pants, I'm done. Yeah, that race is over.
You guys get a pass from us. If you're ever doing something and you shit your pants, you don't have to finish it. You can go deal with that.
Yeah, but people do it in marathons. Don't sign me up.
Yeah, exactly.
I'll pee on the side of the road. I'm not shitting while I run.
Exactly.
Unless it's from a bear, in which case I might.
I know someone, I can't reveal the identity, but there's a very famous person that a lot of people would know who I know pisses themselves at their concerts because they don't have enough time for a bathroom break.
What?
Mm-hmm.
I want to know who when we're done.
Okay, I'll tell you.
I'll tell you guys.
It's why, yeah. Anyways.
I bet I know who it is. Do they wear a diaper or something?
I think yes, but also it's not full coverage situation.
Oh no.
I'm like, that's awful. Dear Lord.
Do you want me to
again, I piss myself all the time. I shake it. We're good. Pull up my pants, walk away.
Nope.
Dribble. And by dribble. Sometimes, Autumn, I'm literally like, I have a puddle in my shoe. What? Where did that come from? Oh, I'm telling you, we were about to walk out the door because if you just get a little in your underpants, it's like, who cares? I had to fully change from the waist down, socks and all. Was like, this isn't. Anyway, I'm figuring it out, guys. Don't freak out. But Hyrox was great.
Kegels.
I'm so Kegel, yeah.
Oh, well, Hyrox in Vegas was great.
Yes,
we're gonna need to look at and pick our next competition so that we could say, this is when we're training, this is when we're going.
Totally.
This is what we're doing.
Yeah, I am in.
I love it. If you guys have questions about Hyrox, how to pee in your car, how not to shit yourself, you know what to do. You can email us at everythingsperfectpodcast@gmail.com.
Also, you can hit us up on the gram. It's Everything's Perfect Official. And we didn't do a phone a friend today, but just because this is sort of a out of the box episode that we're doing, but we love and have loved connecting more and more with people who are sending in. We call it phone a friend, which it's really email a friend, I guess.
Yeah.
And you can let us know, like,
DM a friend.
Yeah. If you just want to see what kind of unhinged, unprofessional, maybe you shouldn't follow advice that we might give you on anything you're going through, hit us up.
Fitness and nutrition, I got you.
Yeah.
Everything else, it's questionable. I'll do my best.
Yeah. But thank you guys.
Thank you guys.
We love doing this, and we'll see you next time.
Good night.